access to the ballot.
Yeah, bullshit.
Democrats or Republicans, when people
It's not gonna stop you from taking big fucking corporate money, is it? No, you can't win an election with small donors.
able to vote,
Still got the fucking unfair primary system. Don't even start on that.
legislation would remove
No, I should do this more often. Just debunk them lie.
whether obstacles of closing polling places in certain neighborhoods.
Yeah, okay, we can agree that's
reducing
bad.
hours that those polling places are open, reducing the number of days for early voting and the rest.
Right. We agree on that. Voter turnout's very important, right? And censoring that is wrong.
To the Congresswoman
But where we disagree, right, is where we have an electoral system where, like, the votes don't work.
voting rights advantage
It does not work.
to secure
Like, you can win the popular vote. You can become a senator, right? You can become in the House. But then, as Cortez and, like, everyone else has pointed out, everyone who isn't in Congress has pointed this out. You don't need to follow that. You can take big corporate money to keep getting yourself reelected. It's a corrupt system. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm so pleased, Madam Chair, and I thank
Like,
you.
yeah, you're doing voting reform. That's good. But you need to reform the whole thing, not just voter turnout. Turnout is one thing. Having, like, the House and Congress actually represent the people is another. There's a reason Congress's, like, approval rating hasn't gone above a 30 in quite a while. Like, it's always remained in the 20s. There's a reason for that, because you don't represent the people, God damn it.
That your subcommittee came there, the Congresswoman Fudge's
Fuck!
committee came there to hear the stories of voter suppression.
Come on, San Francisco, you gotta get someone against her.
Country, especially among people who may have a last name that may sound foreign to some and questionable, therefore.
Okay, I agree with that. You know, I have a long Greek last name, just
Citizens eligible to
20 character, 20 letters long. Yeah, I okay.
ensuring that public officials, again, work for the people's interest. You can't say it enough. We must pass this legislation so we can break the grip of special interests. You know, we talk about...
All right, there we go. But now, are you actually going to follow through? Are you actually going to stop taking money from special interests? Can you win on small donors? Can Pelosi win on small donors? Has her approval rating even during the shutdown? It went up to like a 49. It never really reached more than halfway. Can you win?
More so than
Like, this is not going to get passed.
different surnames and the rest. But one of the biggest suppressors of the vote is the suffocation of the airways of big, dark, special interest money.
Yes, you talk the talk.
Some people
Will you go through with it?
None of them in this body. There are some people in this country who think that the only way to win an election is to suppress the vote, one way or another.
You know, you need to win the electoral vote. You don't really need to suppress the vote. You could win by 3 million and still become president.
By disrupting elections
I mean, if you're talking congressional, then I'd say yes.
that are misleading. The resources that make all of this possible are as much a voter suppressor than anything you can name. So that is why, when we put forth our For the People agenda, one, to lower the cost of healthcare costs by reducing the cost
Look,
of
affordable health care, as good as it is,
Second,
people ain't buying it.
to
Like,
increase
a vast majority want universal health care.
paychecks.
Do I agree with that? I'm not going to say. But, you know, you can only do affordable health care so much.
Do that.
Like, the Republicans want the same thing, right? But let's say the Democrats in the House pass it, right? Even though Republicans propose something similar, they're going to veto it because a Democrat passed it. Like, yes, but, like, before you go through with any of this, you need to at least solve partisan conflict within the House and within the Senate. You can have your disagreements, you can have your differences. But if you're going to do this out of spite for the other side, like, harm the average American citizen, then no.
American people, as this legislation does, we can make much more progress on hard issues facing
Yes.
our nation. And
It's a step in the right direction, yes.
know that.
But to act like this is the cure-all,
Great
no.
deal of skepticism that they have in politics and government.
Well, yeah.
It instills
Given the shit you guys do, we are very skeptical.
that their cause will be addressed. And
You ever seen what happened with, what's her name, Dianne Feinstein or something?
lowering healthcare costs by reducing
This is a
the
develop
cost
for
of
me.
prescription drugs.
Yes, but that's not solving big pharma.
Issue in the election.
Like, look, you can lower the healthcare so much, but,
Structure of America.
like,
Old, green,
still gonna take shit out of your wallet. Like, some people are way better off than others. Affordable healthcare,
the LGBT
even for lower class people, that might not be happening.
GTQ community
Okay, now
and addressing the concerns of our
are we turning to gay pride? I
our
mean,
consumers.
that was an awkward transition. Okay.
Protecting clean clean air, clean water, confronting
Yes,
the climate crisis,
I agree.
and so much
All
more.
while you shun down the Green New Deal.
And let me add,
Come on.
a bill that we passed last week, which was historic, in the House finally passing a bill for common sense background checks for gun violence prevention.
You know,
Again, define.
I can agree to that. I can, but
in
it's not going to be passed.
in that,
Even if most Republicans agree with it, it's not going to be passed.
there should be nothing partisan,
Like,
political.
Okay, yes, exactly. We're on the same page again. There should be nothing partisan about this. These should be policies that benefit the people. Are you going to be willing to act on it?
Our founders provided a vision for our country.
Yes, they did.
They wrote a constitution making us.
Yeah, before that, they tried doing an article of Confederate. Okay, I'll stop. I'll only do it on legitimate points, like historical inaccuracy. That's a separate video.
So that we could ever expand power and voting rights and the rest. And what's exciting about this Congress,
Okay,
which has over
I'm gonna hold back on that. You know, I don't like quoting the founding fathers on too many things. I like quoting the Constitution, the fully amended version, because the founding fathers weren't the best guys. Let's be real here.
100th anniversary of women having the right to vote.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Vote must be accompanied by removing obstacles to that participation, and that
Yes.
is what we are doing today. And how do we answer our founders if one day we are
Our founders would be like,
meeting
"Grr, you don't own land.
life?
You're a Negro. You're a woman. Why the fuck are you voting?"
My power to suppress
Okay,
vote.
this is my theory. Some founding fathers, I'll admit, were more radical. They were better than others. Okay, like the founders, you have to refer to specific ones, the ones who are actually like decent,
To do so.
because their hearts were in the right place. You know, Jefferson, he's like, yeah, I want to end slavery, but you know, the societal norms pushed him to do nothing about it.
Honor the people's trust. I strongly urge a bipartisan vote for this bill.
All right, this would be a good step in the right direction. It would be.
Gentlelady yields.
Will it happen?
Gentleman from California.
Will there be bipartisan support?
And gentleman from Illinois is ready.
Even if there is in the House.
I have no further speakers.
It's out the Senate.
I'm ready to close, so I'll reserve.
All right.
Reserves.
If the gentleman would like to wrap up, we will also.
All right,
wrap
let's
up.
see where this goes.
Before we do, can I inquire how much time I have left?
Recognized. It's 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes? Not nearly enough to talk about all the bad provisions in this bill once again.
All right, let's hear what this guy say. Let's hear what this dude's rebuttal is.
I consume, but
Because there are some good points in here, dude. Let me see if you bring them out.
our colleagues graciously came down to the floor to talk about.
See, fucking, like I said, no bipartisan shit here, Pelosi.
Of letters from groups like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the ACLU, the National Right to Life, and all others that have been outspoken in their opposition to this behemoth partisan piece of legislation. Let me remind
All right.
everybody once again, we Republicans, there are only 3 of us on the House Administration Committee. We were not consulted at all by anyone who wrote this bill,
But-
nor
but-
by any of the groups who were pointed out at the press conference announcing this piece of legislation that they helped write this bill. And make no bones about it.
Again, I don't
No
know.
bones about it. The
Were there many
shell
Democrats when the
this
Republicans controlled the Senate? Let's be honest here, dude.
or whatever fund you want to call it, the CBO
Now, look, I disagree with that. I personally believe that there should be equal representation of voices.
At least $1 billion. That goes in addition to the over $2 billion.
Right, my hand's growing tired. I need to get a good setup for this.
Taxpayers of this country. Now, it's interesting. I just read a tweet. I never met the gentleman, Dan McLaughlin, but it's pretty good explanation of what I think this bill is. This tweet says, professional politicians do unethical things that they've written the rules to allow. This bill has written the rules to allow members of Congress to enrich their own campaign coffers that will eventually be on the backs of government and the taxpayers. This is not why we should be here. I'm for the American voter. I support that every eligible voter having easier ways to register to vote and get easier access to the polls. What I'm not for is for Washington, D.C. taking over elections and enriching the campaign coffers of the people who sit in this room.
Fair point.
I know what difficult elections look like. It's the worst of partisan politics, and it's personal to me. I know what it looks like when
Right.
people take
If what he's saying is true,
laws and
right?
use them to their
Letting
political
DC
advantage.
control.
I don't want that to happen, and I believe H.R. 1 will allow that to happen. We've had disagreements. I respect the fact that my colleagues have come here to debate this bill, but this is furthest thing from a bipartisan bill, Mr. Chairman, and I will yield back, and I can't say it enough how opposed to this bill I am.
Gentleman yields back. His time has expired. Gentleman from California is recognized.
I would yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentlewoman is recognized.
This is an important bill for many reasons.
Rebuttal?
We have seen all over the United States efforts to prevent Americans from being able to vote, from moving polling places out of
Yes,
jurisdictions
this is a
without-
good. This is indeed what has happened.
Voters can't get there, to reducing early voting, to voter
Because here's the thing, right?
ID,
I just realized
requirements.
it doesn't make a difference if DC or local electoral commissions or boards count the votes, right? They could just lie. Either one could lie. But I guess under the House, it would be harder. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's the House that counts it, right?
We've had enough. We believe that Americans.
All right, where are you from? This depends on district too. 'Cause don't be wrong. It's not just the red states who do this. This does happen in blue states as well. Okay, California. Yeah, I'm sure you haven't had much of a struggle winning re-election.
Provides for at least 15 days of early voting for federal elections. No excuse absentee ballots. That provisional ballots are treated uniformly. So a voter
Yeah, I mean, having one election day may not be the best of thing. The best thing. Because some low turnout might not be a result of people not wanting to vote. It could also be just people being late. They don't have enough time. I know that your boss has to give you some time off, you know. But just in general, some people might not just get the chance to vote. Because you limit it to one day, a few hours of a single day. People ain't gonna vote. So maybe that is correct. 13, I don't know, 13 days does seem like a stretch. Maybe an election week. But I don't know, I feel like that would go on for too long.
What's very important is the federal congressional redistricting provisions. If there's one thing that makes Americans upset, it's politicians manipulating the districts so that even if they don't get the votes, they get to win the seats. That's gerrymandering. This
Yep.
bill does away with it for the House
Agreed.
of Representatives. It requires all states to establish independent redistricting commissions for the purpose of developing and enacting congressional redistricting plans. It exempts states that meet the minimum requirements, including the state of Arizona, contrary to one of the comments made earlier today. There's been a lot of discussion about money, but I would like to ask unanimous consent that we put into the record the report that we
Leaving redistricting up to the states.
we have received
Is that what she's
from the
saying?
Committee on Taxation.
That request be considered under general list.
Taxation, alright.
The estimate of the proposed 2.75% special assessment on criminal penalties and civil penalties is that it would raise 1.948 billion between 2019 and 2029, and that it would reduce the deficit by $83 million because people would be deterred by the additional.
The
penalty
$1 trillion
tax
debt, I don't
and
know.
Taxation. I didn't make that up. So this bill.
Like fighting a dragon with bug spray.
Provisions in it. It discloses big money so that there's transparency. As
God damn it, clock.
Citizens United,
Yeah,
suggests
unrelated
that
point, but that goddamn clock in there.
small donors so
Poof,
big
never shuts up.
guys don't own the government. It reforms the process of the ethics process for the president, for the Congress, and for the judiciary. You know,
All right.
I'm sorry to say that some candidates win only when they suppress the vote. And we've seen that happen across the United States. We're not
Yes.
going to allow that to happen. Every American has a right to vote, to have their vote counted, and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, but the vote should actually count. Like, yeah, you can count the vote, but can you truly count the vote? You know, like I've said, it's
Committee yields back. All time for general debate has expired.
because from what it seems, this is very simplistic.
Consider for amendment under the 5-minute rule. In lieu of the amendment, in the nature of a substitute recommended by the Committee on House Administration, printed in the bill. The amendment in the nature of a substitute consisting of the text of Rules Committee, print 116-7, modified by the amendment printed in Part A of House Report 116-16, shall be considered as adopted. The bill as amended shall be considered as an original bill for purpose of amendment. Further amendment under the 5-minute rule should be considered as read. No further amendment to the bill as amended shall be
Salem,
allowed
huh?
except those printed in Part B of House
Nice.
Report 116-16 and amendments
All right.
on block.
He just
described
explains
in
the rules.
The House Resolution 172. Each further amendment printed in Part B of the report may be offered only in the order printed in the report by a member designated in the report. Shall be considered as
Because here's the
read.
thing, what it says so far is campaign finance, voting rights, and ethics. Now, I'm only going off of what they're telling me, or I don't think they'll explain it in full detail though, because you have to keep in mind that this is like, they've already discussed this. They probably went through it in full detail. I kind of joined at a random time, so I'm going off of what I know.
Designate to offer amendments en bloc consisting of amendments printed in Part B of the report, not earlier disposed of. Amendments en bloc shall be considered as read, shall be debatable for 20 minutes, equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the committee.
This goes on till 8 o'clock, damn.
Or their designees. Shall not be subject to amendment, shall not be subject to a...
Yeah, I'm not going to watch the full thing. Let's say we'll go for another 10 minutes or so, because it's a nice day out. I need to get something out. I need to get out. Instead, I'm correcting these... Not correcting. I'm trying to rebuke these guys.
Consider amendment number 1, printed Part B of House Report 116-16.
Mhm.
What purpose does the gentleman from New York seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
Clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 1, printed in Part B of
Okay.
House Report number
This may or may not be my
116-16,
representative. I have to see it.
offered by Mr. Swazi of New York.
Swazi.
Pursuant to House Resolution 172, the gentleman from New York, Mr. Swazi, and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from New York.
Mr. Chairman, before I speak about
No, okay, no. My representative is, what's her name? Grace Meng. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
For their hard work on H.R. 1. I'd also like to commend Chairman McGovern and his staff on the Rules Committee and the entire Rules Committee for making our amendment in order and for working with the Problem Solvers Caucus and other pragmatic members to foster an inclusive process. Our bipartisan amendment, number 112 to H.R. 1, with 24 Democrats and 20 Republican co-sponsors, would require the federal
Okay,
election
so it is bipartisan. Relatively bipartisan.
after each federal election cycle to determine any incidents of illicit foreign money in the election. The reason we have such a bipartisan supported amendment is because
Alright.
of the hard work of the Problem Solvers Caucus.
Isn't this aren't you the same dudes trying to get rid of Ilhan Omar when she points out AIPAC money? No, it's not anti-Semitism, guys.
In January,
Pointing out fucking AIPAC money and its influence on the politics. It ain't.
As part of our Break the Gridlock.
It's not anti-Semitism,
This
man.
amendment is the first amendment to receive preferential treatment under the 2020 rule by the Rules Committee, and we're happy to see our addition to the rules package has worked its way to encourage transparency and bipartisanship in the 116th Congress. Mr. Chairman, campaign finance law has loopholes, leaving the American electoral process susceptible to illicit funding from foreign nationals, corporations, and government. Foreign money
Hey,
can easily influence
sometimes
our
the fucking
electoral
over can come from our own government too.
Shell corporations, U.S. subsidiaries,
But yeah, no, that is a good point.
and shell
In all seriousness, yes.
under our proposed amendment,
Just
within 180
there should be more restrictions on foreign funding. But not just for elections. Not just for elections. Also in the House.
of illicit foreign
Now, there are already rules that exist. I'm pretty sure of it. Restricting that shit. Do people listen? No. And that's the thing about these political action committees like AIPAC. Like, while it's a political action committee, it could be based in the United States, but its goal is to help a foreign government. What should we do about that? Like, yes, but there should it should also restrict no political action committees to foreign countries. Can we get rules like that in? All right, let's see what Baldy has to say.
Without objection, the gentleman is recognized.
Where's Grace Meng? She's my representative. Damn it.
My colleague, Mr.
Thomas Reed. Okay, I've heard everything about Thomas Reed.
Our Republican colleague, Mr. Fitzpatrick, led the charge on this amendment process and this amendment before you, Mr. Chairman. I would also take a moment to thank my co-chair on the Problem Solvers Caucus, Mr. Gottheimer from New Jersey. Though we may disagree on the fundamental bill before us.
I went down to Thanksgiving. Went down to New Jersey for Thanksgiving with my family, because I have family in New Jersey, and I think their district's represented by Josh Gottheimer. But when we got there, all we heard was nothing but just "Gosh, Gottheimer, evil," like ads during Thanksgiving, man. A football game. Okay, I need to shut up and I need to listen to what he's saying.
In regards to making sure that if foreign money is in our election process, that we do what we can.
All right, yes.
To root that out and bring
Foreign money's bad in the election process.
issue for all Americans to see.
No one is denying that.
My colleagues on our side of the aisle
But
to support
also,
this amendment.
when there's like a person in office, an incumbent, needs to extend to that too. Like, remember when what was it? That the presidential candidate who lasted a month, Richard Ojeda. I actually liked his idea to put body cams on politicians. I'm like, no, not just C-SPAN. Well, this is very useful because it like allows you to know what's going on inside Capitol Hill. It should just go beyond that, you know, like with meetings and stuff.
Chairman, I'd like to yield a minute and a half to the gentlelady from Virginia, Abigail Spanberger.
Without objection, the gentlewoman is recognized.
I thank the gentleman for yielding, and Mr. Chairman, I rise in support of this amendment to H.R. 1. I speak today as someone who has spent my career in public service identifying foreign threats to the safety and security of the American people. As a former CIA officer, I work to identify threats to our country, our fellow Americans, and threats that would leave our nation vulnerable to attack, espionage, or foreign influence.
Yeah, like Eugene Debs.
This week, to restore transparency to our government and regain trust from the people we serve, we must take steps to prevent foreign influence in our democratic process.
Yes.
I support efforts to push back against the very real threat of foreign financial influence. I know nefarious actors are out there. I know they are tireless
Yeah.
in their commitment to target our foundational
Like Venezuela.
institutions, including our voting
God
process.
fucking damn it.
The American people shouldn't have to worry about the ability of foreign governments or entities to influence our elections and our
Yes.
citizens.
Agreed.
But senseless
But-
loopholes in our campaign finance system have left our electoral process vulnerable.
Bitch, I'm gonna research if you. Sorry. Mrs. Congresswoman. I'm going to do some research on you. If you've taken any foreign money or just special interests in general, I will call you out. I will.
In our financial services sector. That's why I am proud to co-sponsor this much-needed bipartisan amendment. This amendment would strengthen the integrity of our elections by encouraging our government to ensure that our campaign finance system is not falling prey to signs of foreign money in our politics. It would require the FEC to conduct an audit and foreign money.
Yes.
To look for foreign
Agreed.
money in our elections, and then
This is
require the
a
FEC
no-brainer,
to
guys.
findings. I yield back my time.
Well, will this only apply to Trump and Russia? Will it apply to the Clinton Foundation and Saudi Arabia? Will it? We will see. With the Democrats controlling the House, you know that shit's not going to happen. Oh, and if the Republicans were in the House, yeah, that wouldn't happen either. It would be directed to. Let's say, right, Hillary Clinton becomes president, right, in an alternate timeline. The Republicans are able to keep control of Congress, and then they would be doing this exact same shit, this exact same bipartisan, but it would be under the guise of Clinton Foundation, Saudi Arabia. Who knows? Okay, Josh Gottheimer, the guy who got insulted a lot. Okay.
To my colleagues who offered this amendment, my very good friend Congressman Swazi and Congressman Fitzpatrick, thank you for your work on this bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus initiative, which I know will further help improve H.R. 1 by stopping the flow of foreign money and helping into our elections. This amendment was developed with strong support from the bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus, utilizing the new Break the Gridlock rules reforms that the caucus helped put in place in the new Congress. This is the first time the 2020 rule is being utilized for broad bipartisan support legislation, and an amendment like this sends exactly the right signal to the American people that we can work together to move legislation. I'm proud to be co-sponsor of H.R. 1, the For the People Act, which will help strengthen voting rights in our country, help clean corruption out of our politics, and protect free and fair elections, which is the bedrock of our democracy.
All right.
Civil rights means that
Fair enough
every
points.
nation has equal rights and therefore equal speech.
dark money in our politics flies in the face of that American ideal wherever it comes from. Even worse is dark foreign money. Loopholes in our campaign finance system have left our electoral process vulnerable to unlimited spending by foreign governments, corporations, and foreign nationals in our elections. We've seen that foreign entities are able to spend undisclosed amounts of money to influence U.S. elections by using subsidiaries, shell corporations, or advocacy groups to hide their influence. In 2016, the American Pacific International Capital, a company owned by the Chinese nationals, used these loopholes to donate $1.3 million to a super PAC in the presidential election. Even in the most recent election, even in this most recent election in 2018, Iran, China, and Russia all attempted to influence American voters and policy.
Gee, but not our good allies like Saudi Arabia and Israel, right? They don't influence it. Fuck off, man. Come on. Don't pretend it's just a one-sided thing, dude. Like, call him out by name.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from New York is recognized.
I'm going to reserve to close.
We have no other speakers here.
Alright, I swear, I saw one lady sleeping in the background. Come on.
Gentleman from New York.
This job is stimulating me more than it does you.
Mr. Chairman, as we wrap
Alright,
up
Baldy's
the
back.
debate on this amendment, I hope we've demonstrated that there's
Alright, Thomas Reed.
Reed.
That's Thomas Reed.
And I would like to take a moment to thank again my colleagues.
Isn't there another Reed? Or am I thinking of John Reed from Rhode Island?
For working with us in regards to this new
Okay, I'm thinking of another Reed, but Thomas Reed is okay.
that will reward and encourage bipartisan behavior and bipartisan common ground finding efforts. And I encourage all members on both sides of the aisle, utilize this new rule path to bring forth ideas that benefit the American people in a bipartisan way. And at the end of the day, this amendment is something we should all support for the reasons articulated by my colleagues on the other side, and as articulated hopefully by myself today in regards to supporting this reform that goes at the issue of foreign money in our elections. And with that,
Yes.
I encourage our members.
If there's a consensus on it, if both parties agree to it, if the American people desperately want it, then yes.
Downstate New York is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to applaud my co-leader on this.
An upstate, downstate New York reference.
Congressman Fitzpatrick,
Neat.
Republican from Pennsylvania, who couldn't be here today. But he worked very hard on this, as did the other colleagues that have spoken.
Yeah, I'm gonna
already.
say this doesn't feel right. Like,
They're hungering for bipartisanship. They're hungering for people to work together to try and solve
I know
problems.
they break up into their own committees and stuff, but like, this room's too empty.
This amendment with 24 Democrats and 20 Republicans is one small step in that process to demonstrate that people can work together to solve problems. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields back. The question on the amendment.
And again, we're not seeing it from their angle. Like, we're seeing the angle here, like of the speaker's chair.
Those opposed say no. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The amendment is agreed to.
All right, the amendment is agreed to. It's kind of awkward though. Like, I don't know where to cut off because I want to. All right, I think I'm gonna have to stop it here because my phone can't take that much space. So see you later, dudes. I'll give my full opinion on some other time. I should do this more often. Just watch C-SPAN and yell at the politicians.